Okay, so this has been connected to me within the past hour. I had to write down these certain things a few months ago when I was stuck in a place for a while. And I wrote down inside of this Bible, which I really don't read, but I went inside this particular Bible because there's a particular number system that I had to go inside, which was the 28. Now, the 28 didn't match up with how I connect numbers. The numbers have to kind of match up correctly. So when you see the 28, I didn't connect it at all when I see the 18 and 21. But the thing is, the 1881 is connected fully with the fire. Even one of the rappers said their song was about 81, and he showed the snow and the red rose. Now, the red rose is inside a couple of movies before the destruction of the skyline. And in the skyline, it turns into redness, or you'll see pink in the sky. Now, in one of the movies, I had to write it down how it looked exactly when someone went inside a cold place. They call it a gas station that the people walk inside of, which is cold, cold. Now, when the thing came from the sky in this particular movie, everybody raised up through the block, through something blue that came from the sky. But one of the people was trapped under something else, and he couldn't escape with the others. So when he finally was so-called rescued from a friend, they ran. They had to run out of that gas station, and when they saw these particular things, those were the ones that, for some reason, I had to write them down with my hand, and I'm glad I did because it's like fully connecting with other things that I've been noticing recently. So humans keep saying about the the RA, supposed to be something of good, but for some strange reason they reversed it in this particular movie. And one of them they call like a rapist, Razor, Rainy, and they showed it in many ways during the destruction. And underneath what they call the RA, they call it a rapist, but it was underneath the three other trees right next to the rose. The rose was part of the particular color of this human that destroyed the earth, and he had the red rose on his shirt, something he had to use to keep people trapped somewhere. Now, in my coma, part of my not being able to awake because I was forced to stay asleep, part of it was I was trapped. And the way I was trapped was like on a piano. And I kept rolling around in a circle with others that tried to raise up to leave, which I've been trying to figure out since the age of 5 or 6 in Hollywood, Florida. Now, these particular people in the news keep showing these things in their little background about the upcoming what they're about to do. That I've already known of, and I kind of stopped posting it up because I started being blocked by some kind of company. At this point, I don't know which company is doing it. But bottom line, the number system is matching up with what they call the new year, because when they're celebrating a new year in the live New York, in the background, they have shown exactly what was inside of the other number system. Now, this other number system that they was trying to hide in the background matched up. It said either 18 or 81 in the background. The 1881 was something I already posted up inside of this YouTube. Now, I'm not gonna like make that live for everybody because that's how a lot of videos get shut down. But the RA that the humans keep talking about is under the season of 81. Now, this girl, I don't know nothing about this girl, but she's kind of like me. She kind of not speak very well, but she's spoken of Ra and like speaking through her. Um, I have not watched completely through that particular video. But as you see right here, there is the red right there underneath that, the raw engine 81 with the what they call the fire. They call it trucks, fire trucks. Now, for some reason, yesterday a fire truck paused right in front of me, and they was trying to rescue somebody. Something was happening to her, and they had to put her in an ambulance. And there was like so many pretty lights of the red, 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 red. And oh my gosh, I just loved it so much because of the music. The music I loved so much. So their sound effects, and their red lights really didn't, matter that much to me. But it was the redness I kind of connected with a lot. So there's something about the raw and the red. And look, bam, they got it right there in the Bible. That hand, fire, Paul. But the Paul and kept representing, which was my past doctor, who was from China. But that's not his real name. Because what these Chinese people do is they do not come inside this America with their actual name. They choose an American name. So my Chinese doctor, that wasn't his real actual name. But when I started researching what the Paul is inside of so many of these little books that the humans have created a long time ago. And they were putting in their secret little messages in their background right before some kind of strange destruction. But apparently this raw represents the fire, which I keep getting a whole lot of about with the fire, equals the raw, equals the 3. And the 3 has been up in the sky. Part of it was recorded, and it was red circles in the sky with a triangle. Now, when I speak of the triangle and I come from the ocean, I walked from the ocean, which is what they call the triangle in the ocean. I said, I am part of the 3. I am the one in the middle, looking for the one on my left and on my right that came here to this land to find others. Now, this Ra is like actually connected with this Maat. That I did not know. All I know is they're putting in their background with the Ra in a bad way, but in different ways, it's not bad. So I'm going to look more into this a little bit later. Because this Ra is like as if it's like some kind of instrument or something that's being used in a bad way. That I've known about the piano. The piano is not being used in the correct way. And it's also connecting with the AM, which is the music, sound effects, sound effects, sound effects. And by the way, the instrument equals the body. Our body is the instrument. So some kind of instrument is being used and not in a good way. And I'm just going to leave it at that.